Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well today. We are going to practice a Vinyasa yoga class, and we are going to start on our backs today. So lay down with your feet at the front of your mat and your head at the back of the mat. Just in Shavasana, so arms rest alongside your body, palms face up. And just notice your breath. Notice where you feel it the most. And ask yourself this. Am I being my true, authentic self? Am I being my true, authentic self? Take a deeper breath in through your nose. Feel your belly, your lungs, and your chest fill and rise, and exhale it out your mouth. Do that again. Breathe in. Open mouth, let it out. Breathe in authenticity. Breathe out false beliefs. Breathe in truth. Breathe out lies. Breathe in and out of your nose. Stretch your arms up over your head. Stretch through your fingers, your toes. And hug your knees into your chest. Give them a nice squeeze. And let your knees just fall over to the right. Arms open to a T. You can take your gaze over your left shoulder. And just take a couple deep breaths. And bring your knees back through center. And let them fall over to the other side. Gaze can be over your right shoulder. One breath at a time to open up your body and to open up your mind. And bring your knees back through center. Plant your feet flat on your mat, ankles underneath your knees, feet hips distance apart, and just lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. A nice gentle bridge. Keep your neck straight, eyes up, and walk your shoulders underneath your backs. Press down through the centers of your heels to lift your pelvis, and take a couple deep breaths. And release. Hug your knees into your chest and find your way to downward facing dog. So you can rock your way up. You can rock up and swing your legs around to the back of your mat. And just extend your hips back behind you. Let your head drop down. Fingers spread nice and wide. And feel your toes plug into your mat. Shoulders roll away from your ears. So engage them. Let them work. You know, we want to improve shoulder strength and upper body strength throughout our practice just as much as we do our legs and lower body. At the bottom of your exhale, step your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet hips distance apart, so about 2 fists between your feet. Catch elbow to elbow and just let your head fall. You can soften through your knees. You can even add gentle movement. Release your hands down, toe heel your feet together, and come all the way to stand, arms reach high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes and take this moment to set an intention for your practice today. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. And slowly lower all the way down. You can drop your knees if you need to. Toes point back. Inhale, lift your chest, baby cobra. Shoulders back, press into your hands and your fingers so that you can work your length and your lift. Tops of your feet stay pressed down. And release. And breathe in, do that again. Baby cobra, lift up. Glutes squeeze tight to help you lift higher safely. And release. Child's pose, push back. Big toes together, knees open up. Forehead lowers to your mat. Arms can extend nice and long in front of you. Root down through your fingertips. Walk your fingers as far forward as you can in your child's pose. And walk your fingers over to the right. Continue to extend through your left side body. Deep breath in and out. Crawl back through center and over to the other side. We're just slowly unwinding, slowly getting into the body today. Come back through center. Downward facing dog. Take a couple deep breaths. You can walk your dog out. Stretch your hips out. And step your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank to a low plank or all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let your head fall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms reach out and up, stand tall. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank to a low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We build heat. We build heat to get you in the moment so you feel, so you can be your true authentic self. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Come into chair pose, feet together. Lower your hips, sweep your arms high. Make sure your feet are both at 12 o'clock and that you're grounding through your big toe mounds and the centers of your heels. Lift your chest, draw your shoulders down your back. Breathe in. And forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, shoulder blades draw in towards your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank, low plank. Inhale, lift, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Back heel grounds down as your arms reach high. And just feel this in your body, this first warrior one. Feel your back foot firmly planted on your mat. Your arch lifts high. Draw your left hip forward, right hip back. And let yourself feel. Be in this moment. No matter where you physically are, mentally be here now. And release. Hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Strong legs, strong belly. You know, a strong commitment to wanting to be the best version of yourself. And whether that's, you know, how you are now, or it's always a work improvement. Soften your shoulders and your eyes and your jaw. And release. Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. This is your opportunity to reset. It's our opportunity to begin again. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, one breath. Breathe in. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. So we move just to get the heart rate a little elevated and release, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. Warrior one, reach up and release. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breaths in and out of your nose. All right. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Chair pose and stay. Sit back. Sit back, relax. Find comfort. Comfort in knowing that you're here supporting yourself in many ways. Hands to heart center. Take a prayer twist to the right, left tricep to right thigh. An alternate, if this is uncomfortable for you, is to remain upright and take an open arm twist. Pull your left hip back. Press your hands together, extend through the crown of your head. Now ground down into your right foot. And slowly pick your left heel up. And then pick your whole left foot up. Keep your inner thighs squeezing toward each other as you slowly extend your left leg back behind you. See if you can get some hang time. And step your left foot to the back of your mat. So you're in a twisting crescent lunge. Feel free to adjust your legs as you need to. And then breathe in to expand into your twist. You're welcome to open your arms. You're welcome to bind or to fly. Just work to fire up your left thigh. And come back through center. Root down and reach up. Airplane your arms back. Let your belly hover over your right thigh. Shoulder blades draw in. Slight lift in your chest. So a little back bend in your upper thoracic spine, right in your chest. Root through your right foot. And when you're ready, press off. Airplane pose. Your toes can always graze the mat if you need them to, meaning they can stay down here. Breathe in, lift through your chest. Now lift your left leg higher without lifting your hip. Chair pose. Sit back down, arms reach high. Hands to heart center. Prayer twist to the left, right tricep to left thigh. And again, you can always do this open arm, upright open arm. Extend. Create resistance. So we create a bandha, a bind, or a lock. Through your arm and your leg in your hands. And begin to pick your right foot up as you root through the inner edge of your left foot. Left heel. And then pick your right foot up. Slowly extend your leg back. See if you can get hang time. And then step it to the back of your mat. And again, feel free to adjust it as you need to. Just make sure that both feet are firmly planted because they're here helping you to create your foundation. Your feet, your core, your hands, they all play a role. And then option to open up your arms. To fly or to bind. All while you maintain control of your breath. Of your true, authentic self. Reach back up through center. Crescent lunge. Airplane your arms back. Lower your belly over your thigh. Stabilize. And press off. Airplane pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Steady and strong and focused. Chair pose. Stand all the way up. Clasp your hands behind your backs. Toe heel your feet hips distance apart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. And exhale, fold forward. Pull your hands away from your low back. You can always put your strap or towel or shirt between your hands. to create more space, to give you more mobility, to open some mobility. And ground down, stand all the way up. Arms reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Toe heel your feet together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank to a low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet together and reach your right leg up into the air. Bend your knee and open up your hip. And stay here or pivot and flip your dog. And if you flip, ground down through your heels and reach your arm up. And then with your right hand, catch a hold of your left hip and pull your left hip up. And then you can lift your arm back up. Reach your arm back, lift through your chest. Flip back over, side plank with your right hand down. You can lower your knee if you need to. Lift your hips high. Look up past your fingertips. Even lift a top leg. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. All right, feet are back together. Left leg lift. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Pivot and flip your dog. And again, reach your arms straight up. And then take your left hand, catch your right hip. Pull it up. And then reach up. And reach back. Lift through your chest. Open your throat. And flip back over. Side plank, left hand down. Lift your hips up. Look up. Breathe in. Breathe out. High plank. Slowly lower all the way down. Turn your cheek one way and take a couple breaths. Bring your forehead to your mat. Palms face down, feet close together. Belly still pulls in and up, so your Uddiyana Bandha is engaged. It's your belly lock. When you feel that pulling in and up. Core lock. Glutes will squeeze. And let's float everything up off the mat. So your forehead, your chest, your arms, hands, legs, feet. Breathe in, lift. Squeeze your back muscles as you lift. Squeeze in, lift higher, and release. Switch cheeks. All right, let's do another one. Locust pose. Forehead down, actively engage, and float everything up. Float it all up. Breathe in, get long. Lift through your legs, through your chest, your whole core, and release. Bend your knees. Catch your feet or your ankles behind you. And now bring your knees so they're a couple inches apart. Forehead to your mat. And just push your feet into your hands. Push them as hard as you can into your hands, and then kick back. Then fully lift, fully open up the pose. Open up the front of your body. Kick back. Back muscles still squeeze. Pull your knees in as you lift and release. All right, let's do it again. Forehead to your mat. Kick back. Kick as hard as you can. Squeeze your glutes and lift. Breathe in. Kick back. Breathe out. Squeeze and lift higher. And release. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs side to side. Find an up dog or cobra. To down dog. Counter those poses. Stretch your hips. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come forward to your hands and your knees. And peel your right arm open and thread your right arm underneath your left side body, lower to your ear and your cheek. And then reach your right arm to the left as much as you need to find that sweet spot on the back of your shoulder. Left arm can be straight, or you can bend your elbow or bind. See what works the best for you. You can also step your left foot back if that feels good. And even float your foot up off your mat. Just see what feels the best in your body. Close your eyes, bring your attention inward as you just feel these stretches. As we create balance of effort and ease and yin and yang. If your knee's up, gently release your knee down. Unthread your right arm, reach it out and up. And then reach your right arm forward. And extend your left leg back behind you. Foot's awake, press into your left hand to lift yourself away from your mat. Belly's tight. Breathe in, lengthen, and lift. And then exhale, crunch, elbow to knee, round your back. So you feel your abdominal crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. One more crunch. Extend. Keep your leg up, lower your hand. Swing your left leg over to the right and just step your foot just off the right edge of your mat so it crosses over your right leg. And then look over your right shoulder as you pop your left hip out to the left. And you may have to adjust a little to feel the stretch. You want to feel a stretch through your left hip, through your outer left leg. And come back through center. Float your leg back in, lower your knee. Inhale, left arm lifts, open up your chest. Thread your left arm underneath your right side body. And then again, option to straighten your leg, option to straighten your arm. Just work to find the sweet spot. It's different on both sides. It's different for every person because each of our bodies is different. Deep breaths in and out. And gently release your knee. Unthread your left arm, open up counter, and then reach your left arm forward and your right leg back behind you. Lift high, and then exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale and extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale and extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, get long. Lower your left hand, swing your right leg over to the left, lower your toes down. And then look over your left shoulder. Right hip will pop out to the right. And again, you may have to bend your elbows or even lower to your forearms in order to feel a stretch. Flip your leg back through center. Lower your toes down, lower your knee down. Round your back, tuck your chin for a cat pose. Inhale, lower your belly, shoulders roll back. Take your gaze up and round. Cow pose. Curl your toes under, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Big inhale through your nose. Open mouth exhale. And do that one more time. Big inhale. Equally big exhale. All right, reach your right leg up into the air and step your right foot forward. You may need your blocks. We'll stand all the way up to warrior two. Back heel plants, arms open. Front right arm forward, left arm back. Hips drop nice and low. Pull the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button and reach your right arm up and back. Just stretch through your side body. And come back up through warrior two. Straighten out your right leg and lower your right hand down. So hinge at your hip. If you need to grab your block, you can grab your block. And then open up. So the more space that you have in your body, the better, because that's where we find more mobility. So you get more opening, you get a deeper stretch. We find new strength and new light in areas that may have been dark from just not being accessible. And we all have that. It's not just one of us. We all have that. Press your pelvis forward, pull your left side of your chest back. And exhale, lower your left hand down, hop your back foot about halfway forward. You want about 2 feet, 2.5 feet between your feet from front to back. And then you can go a little bit wider right to left if you're still on the tighter side. Feel free to use your block. And hips are nice and level. Peel your right arm open. Revolve triangle. So right hip pulls back. The crown of your head extends forward. And then work to rotate. So once you have the space, then work your rotation. And each exhale can potentially take you a little deeper. It's how much you push your body through it or pull your body through. What do you need right now? Pyramid pose. Fold over your right leg. Adjust your stance if you need to. And level out your hips. Feel your spine extend long over your leg. And walk your hands forward. If you're on blocks, walk your blocks forward. Standing splits, left leg lifts. Nice and high. And come all the way to stand. Float your left knee up in front of you. And with your right hand, catch a hold of the outside of your knee and keep your foot awake. Or you can catch the outside of your foot and extend your leg long. And then open your left arm up towards the back of your mat, regardless of which variation of dancing Shiva you took. Stand up tall, breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Step your foot all the way to the back of the mat. Plant your left hand on the inside of your right foot and twist. Right arm lifts, dragonfly twist. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg lifts. Step your left foot forward, warrior two. Arms open to a T, back heels planted. Back toes are pointing towards the right wall. Lift through your chest, shoulder blades draw in. Reverse your warrior. Get as long as you can through your side body. Come back up through warrior two. Straighten out your left leg. Hinge forward. Option to reach for your block. And right arm reaches high. Your arms make a nice straight line. Reach up, open up your chest. Just let yourself feel. Give yourself permission to feel and permission to adjust to make it work for you. Sometimes the hardest thing for us to do is listen to our bodies. Until we ignore them and then we don't understand them. And it takes us getting to know ourselves all over again to understand what the body is telling us. Lower your right hand down. Hop your back foot about halfway forward. Revolve triangle. Right hand can be on a block or your mat. Peel your left arm open. Pull your left hip back and try to level out your hips so they're flat across. Breathe in. Reach up. Twist deeper. And pyramid. Fold over your left leg. Blocks or no blocks. Just work to find nice extension in your spine as you pull your chest towards your shin. Walk your hands forward, standing splits. Right leg lifts. And then ground through your left foot. Come to stand as you float your right knee up in front of you. Catch the outside of your knee or your foot with your left hand. And extend your leg long. Right arm opens up. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Dragonfly twist. Step your foot all the way back. Right hand plants. Left arm lifts. Just open up. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. To downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, find your way onto your backs. Feet are flat. Ankles underneath your knees. And set up for bridge. And when you're ready, lift into your bridge pose. Set 2, Bandhasana, so bridge pose. Walk your shoulders under your back. Let's reopen the front of the body. Squeeze your glutes as you lift. And release. All right. You're welcome to take wheel or another bridge. So come on up, bridge your wheel. Just expand out through your chest. Lift through your armpits and your wheels. And release. And let's do one more. Bridge or wheel, your choice. Come on up. And release. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall open wide. And bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. And just feel. Feel each heartbeat, each breath. Notice what comes up. Be honest with yourself. Gently close your knees together. Hug them into your chest. Happy baby. Catch the outer edges of your feet. You can pull your knees in towards your armpits as you rock side to side. And then catch your big toes and straddle your legs nice and wide. And bring your legs back together. Keep your legs straight up and interlace your hands behind your head, elbows open wide. Belly button pulls in and up. Take a deep breath in. Lower your right leg so it's about 2 inches, your foot anyway, leg and foot, so it's 2 inches above your mat. Left leg straight up. You can always bend your knees, adjust your body as you need to with these. Keep your chin up, elbows open. Take a deep breath in and exhale. We're going to crunch and twist to the left for 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg up, left leg lower, same thing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both up, crunch straight up center for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees. Hug them in, hug them in. Rock your way up to boat pose, Navasana. Feel free to grab your block or blocks. I like to use blocks. For mine, heels can be down once you lean back. Legs up, legs can be straight. Sit up nice and tall as you ground through the center of your sit bones. Breathe in, shoulders back, low boat, down and up. That's it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go all the way down. Full body stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. And begin to rock and roll forward and back. We're moving into pigeon. So if you do take pigeon on your back, you're welcome to stay here. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh knee. Pull your leg in. Just make sure that your left shin is parallel to the floor and your feet are awake. Otherwise, you can rock your way to down dog and find your way into pigeon face down. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. And left leg extends back behind you. Walk your hands up, sitting nice and tall. And exhale, fold over your right leg. And just come to your breath, check in. We want to be honest, true, authentic. That's when we feel the best. Not only are we the most connected with ourselves then, but we connect with others on a much higher, much more personal level. And walk your hands back up, sitting tall. If you're on your back, you can hug your knees into your chest. If you're face down, step to down dog and switch sides. So left ankle over left, right thigh knee, or left knee to left wrist. And again, walk your hands up as you extend your right leg back behind you and fold forward. And adjust so that your shoulders aren't directly stacked on top of your elbows so that you can soften them. And walk your hands back up, sitting tall. If you're on your back, uncross, hug your knees in. And if you are face down, one more down dog. Pedal your legs out. And then find your way to seated. If you're on your back, rock your way up to seated. And extend your right leg out in front of you. Sole of your left foot to your inner thigh. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Catch a hold of your foot or a strap around your foot. And let yourself just fold. And sit back up. Switch legs. Arms reach up and fold. And sit up nice and tall. Extend both legs out in front of you. Shake them out. And plant your hands behind your hips. Fingertips face your hips. You can keep your legs straight or you can bend your knees. And lift your pelvis up for reverse tabletop. Squeeze your glutes, lift through your chest. You can drop your head back if that's okay. And release your hips down. Hug your knees into your chest. And then take your legs either straight up into a shoulder stand or into a plow. You choose. You can also take a headstand if you prefer headstand. Just any inversion of your choice. And just allow your breathing to be nice and smooth. Allow yourself to soften. To begin this process of surrender. To a new beginning of being authentic, of being truthful, of being honest with who you are. If you're in a shoulder stand, come down into your plow. If you're in a headstand, come to child's pose. If you're on your back with your legs up, stay there. From plow, slowly roll out, laying flat on your back. If you're in a headstand, you can make your way onto your backs. And if your legs are straight up, just slowly lower them down. If you're using a block, remove it. And extend your legs out in front of you. Let your arms rest next to your sides. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, empty out. Shavasana, final rest. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. And wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing awareness back into your bodies. Stretch your arms up over your head. And hug your knees into your chest. You can roll to whatever side is most comfortable. Just take this moment, honor your practice, honor your intention and your breath. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Hands to heart center. Eyes remain closed. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Float your thumb knuckles up to your third eye, forehead center, and invite light, love, and peace in. Namaste. Thank you again. For more information on me and my offerings, you can head over to carrietreister.com. Thank you.